What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome to a very late Talking Scared. We do
it
apologize for that.
is.
We had
Oh
this
my
is going to
goodness.
surprise you, a technical issue or two, but we got it all fixed.
But we're good now.
Yeah, a new platform we're trying out tonight. We'll see how this goes. It's going good so far. We are going to briefly, very briefly, touch on just a couple real quick announcements, and then we are going to jump right into this thing. A little bit of a
Yep.
different episode of Talking Scared. Number one, I'm going to try and not cuss as much and be professional this evening.
Ooh.
I know, professional. For somebody that was 37 minutes late for his own show. But anyways, that's where we're at tonight. Real quick announcement. Same announcement we make every single night, man. www.thehauntedhoneymooners.com is where you can get your tickets for Frighteningly Metal Fest 2. Keep in mind, Creepy Hollow Woods, Jay, Florida. 9 metal bands are going to be rocking that haunted
10.
attraction down. Technically 10, yeah, absolutely, with the addition of BAM here recently. www.thehauntedhoneymooners.com is where you can get those tickets. Tomorrow night, Trivia Tuesday. Wednesday night, Nova Omega will be with us. And then Sunday night, Custom FX will be with Science Behind the Scare. Nick himself will be handling that one as well. That's the current schedule for you folks. And that's it, man. That's it. No announcements. No real big announcements tonight. We're jumping into this thing
We're
because
getting into the nitty gritty.
I was late as a motherfucker, and I'm sorry about that. So we got two things we're going to show you. Number one, first of all, I know, I just did it. I'm sorry. I was late as a bad person. But the first thing we're going to show you is, as always, the guest intro that Trish does. And then we have Carnage's special promo that they were more than gracious to send over to us. And then we
I'm
are
pretty
going to
excited
have,
about it.
I am too, we're going to have 3 very special people from Carnage Haunted House with us on right after that promo is done. So you all kick back, relax, and enjoy. And let's see what Carnage has in the bag, has up their sleeve this year for 2021.
Hey, I should ready. And you please have you there.
My name is Greedy Guts from Carnage Haunted House. You want to come down and get eaten? No, I'm kidding. You want to come down and have some fun? We'd love to have you for dinner.
Get your tickets now.
All right, welcome. Daggone it, screen. Hold on a second here. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. Sorry, folks. Here we go again. Well, we have Carnage Haunted House on. I'm going to adjust this real quick here. Welcome, everybody. Who all we got with us tonight?
It has been rude as can be today,
It has
man.
been a Lilith-filled episode of Talking Scared tonight. These people have been so fucking amazing to deal with all of this fucking nonsense this evening. And we appreciate it so much. Who we got with us tonight while we're getting you all resized and beautiful?
Well, you got Mike's.
I'm Mike with Carnage.
I'm Mia.
I'm Jason.
Jason, now
And we are the 3 owners of Carnage Haunted House.
we have had the privilege of talking to you all before. This is not our first time, and for whatever reason, I don't know why you all have decided to come back here. I guess Aiden kind of conned you into it or something along those lines, right? All right, so real quick, I've about got you all back and beautiful now. Let's talk real quick about the beginning here. I want to get to know all of you just a little bit better. So before we talk about Carnage Haunted House and everything that's going to be happening this year and all of that fun jazz, let's start ladies first, obviously. I want to know, what were some of your all's first memories of horror? What were some of the things that first got you interested in, not necessarily haunted houses, but all things scary, and kind of brought you to this road a little bit? What's the introductions?
I don't know. I've always loved Halloween. I worked at a haunted house attraction here in Ohio. That's where basically we met Jason on a road trip.
Very cool.
After a haunt season, we decided to go to Georgia, and Carnage was born in the car.
That's
Van.
nice.
So.
That's good. That's good.
And then
Not
the
bad.
following, I don't know, 2 weeks later, I happened to take a trip to New Jersey and saw a haunt for sale and said, let's start it.
Very cool. Very cool.
So that's how I got into it.
Very cool. Very cool. Who'd like to go next and talk about some of their first memories of horror?
I'll go next. I'm probably going to be a little quicker. I do heating and cooling, and one of my friends built a haunted house here in Columbus, and that's when I took Mia and said, "Hey, you got to meet my girlfriend" at the time, and he's like, "Yeah, okay." Well, that's where she started haunting. We both loved Halloween. I got into it. I love to do little technical stuff, but
cool.
After she bought the haunt in New Jersey, Jason and I drove U-Hauls to bring it back, and that's when we started putting everything together, and everything went from there.
Very cool.
Then,
Very cool.
He's the dinosaur in the
room
here.
This is year 31 for me.
Very cool. Very cool, man. That makes you the elder. I don't know if dinosaur, unless it's maybe a T-Rex. You know, something badass, you know.
Yeah, I started out as just a regular actor as a kid, all the way up to I started traveling, then started consulting, and then managing haunts and designing, and then here. So it's been a tier from age of 14 all the way to now.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, what I want to do tonight is really focus on, obviously, Carnage Haunted House. You know, Talking Scared, we always talk about actors or horror movie this or something along those lines. And we started Haunted Honeymooners to be all about haunted attractions, and that's really what I want to focus on tonight is Carnage itself. So let's talk about. I know that we're in a new location. We have all types of cool stuff to talk about for 2021. But before we get there, what were some of the seasons, you know, talk about some of the last, especially 2019 has to be a very special season to you guys. Let's talk about the past a little bit before we get into the present. What has been the story of Carnage Haunted House?
As in
from
start to finish?
No, I mean not necessarily start
We
to
opened
finish.
in 2017.
There we go.
build it in 3 months.
Yeah,
Got it going.
I remember that. I remember talking to you all about that last time. That 3-month build process for your
Had to be
first
crazy.
year. How stressful was that shit?
Oh, what's stress?
Yeah,
So talk
not
about
as stressful as this.
As
year and a-
2020.
Yeah, it's 2020 moving.
Yeah.
well, we'll talk about
And tripling
2017
the
a little
size.
bit, man. You know, it's your first year opening. What were some of the successes? What were some of your favorite moments from the first year that Carnage was a living, breathing animal?
Actually got open.
We've got open. There's a lot of regulations in Columbus that
And it's a learning curve on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, I think the most exciting part was Mia picking up our permit to open at noon, opening day.
Nice.
That was probably our excitement for first opening.
Right.
That's some baller shit though to still pull that off. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good to still make that happen.
yeah, it's
And then every year afterwards, it was quite similar. So
I think the MHC in 2017 or 2018 when we were the basic headliner on Friday night, for them to come through our haunt, that was really exciting, and we got a lot of praise from a lot of the big people in the businesses, and that was a big pat on our back for them telling us that they really enjoyed our haunt. And
Very
like I
cool.
said, we built most of it in 3 months at that point. We were coming on in our second season, so
Very
that was great.
Now, we got to meet you for the first time in 2019, and we were very, very impressed. Number one,
Absolutely.
the line to this place was nuts. We've seen some big lines and a lot of people wanting to go through a haunted attraction. Carnage was on a little bit of another level, at least the night that we were there, man. It was absolutely fucking packed. But let's talk about 2019 and the season that it was. We knew already that it was going to be the last year there. We obviously didn't know what all 2020 was going to do to stuff. But talk about 2019. What was kind of that season like? What were some of the special memories? You know, you had to be getting into more of a groove, and we loved the experience. So talk about 2019, man.
Oh well, there was really never a groove. You know,
you hide it very
you
well.
Get into your third year, and then you realize
in a building that didn't
garbage.
It was garbage, and we didn't pass occupancy for the building department because the building was garbage. So
we made a decision to get out of there because it was going to cost more money to make that building worth having, and there was no parking. It was just everything was an issue around that place. It was a good starter building, but thank God it's gone.
I got you. And
yeah, that was another year that every year was. We opened at 7, but we got able to open our doors, the approval at 7:30. We didn't think that we were gonna open that evening. We sent actors home. We had to call them back. But we had the fire department sticking up for us as opposed to the building department. They wanted us to shut down, but the fire department said, no, we're going to let them open because we've worked with them. We know what's going on.
Very cool.
So that was great. And we had a record season in 2019.
What was, and not, I know every haunted house doesn't have a theme, and I hope this is stuff we can kind of talk about a little bit, being we have a new complex this year, but what was kind of the theme of Carnage Haunted House in 2019? What was kind of, maybe not necessarily the story, but what was the vibe of the haunted house? It's very true.
There was no theme. We didn't want a theme to start out because everything kind of flowed into something new, and we weren't tied to anything. So we could do whatever we wanted as long as it made sense. So there was never a theme.
Very cool. I like it.
I enjoyed because I felt like every room was a standalone, and I absolutely loved that. You had a different experience literally every room you went into.
Very cool. Very cool.
Well,
it's changed now.
It's changed
a lot.
Now it's themed.
And it's 3 times bigger. It will be.
Cool. And I hope maybe we can talk about that here in just a few minutes. But so the only real complaint that I had about Carnage at all was just it was too short. And it was such an awesome experience, but it felt like it was over before it started. That's not an issue anymore, is it?
Well, yes and no. I mean, we went from 9,800 square foot to almost 30,000 square foot of actual haunt space. So, but with COVID and limited people to work and construction, we've finished Haunt 1, which is about 11,700 square feet. Mm-hmm. And we have the second haunt built and framed and painted and just needs to be put together. And it's another 7,500 square feet. The third haunt that will be there won't come until 2022.
Okay.
And building supplies
quadrupled.
Go down in price.
Oh,
like
yeah.
A sheet of plywood, and we have about another 7,000 square feet, 7,500 square feet of additional haunt to build. Not with plywood at $60 a sheet.
Holy
The price of wood is out of control right now for sure. That is making it tough on a lot of haunted houses right now. So 3 haunts is the overall end game that we're shooting for. I know you said the third haunt won't be ready for a little while. What might you be willing to share about what Haunt 1 is going to be this year? If anything, other than just coming.
Well, they're all gonna kind of flow together.
Okay.
So we've taken on like a New Orleans theme for this year. Okay. So the first one will be the bayou. All backwoods, bayou, swamp. When there's a lot of water involved, we installed a lot of water features and ponds, and then the second one will be the Entity, which will be a hospital that got infected from the graveyard of the New Orleans graveyard.
Very cool.
And then the third one is going to be, we don't have a name for it yet, but we're thinking it's going to be kind of split between an old hotel and then like a manor home. So we're going to kind of split it in the middle with a courtyard.
Very cool. Very cool.
With maybe some more water.
And more water.
We're liking water.
So what type of challenges does bringing water into a haunted attraction? What's been some of the the already problems that something like that causes. Because I mean, every little thing's got to have its own set of
Learning how to pour concrete and now. So yeah, leaking. I had a leak in
Splashing.
and splashing.
Very cool. All right. So I'm very excited. Carnage is definitely on our list this year. You guys put together a haunted attraction a few years ago with 3 months of time. And while obviously 2020 sucked, it has given you all a full year to really kind of get this bad boy running. I'm nervous as shit. Honestly, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous to see it. You have an event coming up though, right?
Yes.
Friday.
Let's talk about that, and maybe we can somehow get off work and somehow get up there Friday.
And
Crazy.
Saturday.
Friday and Saturday night.
It's a
Saturday
sneak
might be
peek
a
of the
nice
first
Sunday.
haunt.
Okay. All right. So talk about it. What's going on Friday and Saturday?
It's a sneak peek of the first haunt. We're opening haunt number 1 for a sneak peek of what's to come and then haunt 2 will open in fall, and then haunt 3 next year.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. Well, I want to talk about before we let y'all go or anything like that tonight. I want to talk about some of your favorite memories of Carnage Haunted House. I know that we've talked about what's happening for 2021. Obviously, this Friday and Saturday, go get a sneak peek of a haunted house. Go get a sneak peek that's nobody's seen before. Are you kidding? Go check that out. Go see what they got coming. But I want to hear from each of you what's been at least one of your favorite memories from 2017 to 2019. What's been at least one of your favorite memories of Carnage Haunted House?
First.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't
Hey,
know.
there's none of this ladies first shit.
They
Memories
both
for
looked at
me
you, by
is
the way,
just
immediately.
watching it
Like
come
it
to
wasn't
life.
even close.
I mean, that's the thing. Watching, we've got video that kind of we bought a bowling alley. So it was still a working bowling alley when we took control. So all the lanes had to be removed. Everything had to be removed. So there's video of watching, like walking into this, going, man, we've got a lot of work ahead of us removing. So that's one thing. You say we've had a year to work on it, but it took us months to remove 3,000 square feet, or like thousands of feet of bowling lane and subflooring and routines and paint the entire ceiling of 40,000 square feet. So there was months of prep before we could even put a piece of wood down to start building. But watching it over time, and you look back at pictures when it was a big pile of rubble in the middle, and you're bringing a bobcat in to pull stuff out, and to look at it now, that's huge.
Yeah.
Do you have
we
a
were
giant
working on
collection of bowling balls now?
Oh, dude.
a 12-foot section of bowling lane. 12-foot long section of is probably right around 800 to 1,000 pounds.
And it was a 50-lane bowling alley.
Yes.
Oh my
Jesus
goodness.
Christ.
And it was about that thick of the bowling lanes.
And one thing you don't realize with a bowling alley, so when you walk out to bowl, where the bowling lanes are drops 18 inches down. So there's 18 inches of subflooring with bowling lanes on top of it. So it's all 2x4s and 2x10s underneath that have been there for 41 years. All the dust, all the stuff that's never, all
Dead
collected.
animals.
Dead animals.
What was the worst
squirrels.
thing you found so far? What was the out of everything between, I'm sure, disgusting ass bowling shoes and dead animals? What was like the grossest, worst day of deconstruction you guys had?
I don't think there was anything gross other than, you had to wear.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh,
The kitchen.
the
Yeah,
kitchen.
The kitchen? There it is. I knew there was something.
Perfectly running and had permits.
And people ate out of.
Was so bad.
It's taken us 6 months to get it to where
Oh
it's
my
usable.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
And
That would be probably the grossest. But
Yeah.
as for, we found some really interesting cans of old like orange juice metal cans with
no.
Top.
yeah
No.
that
See,
were underneath lanes and
that could have just
really
been a scene in
weird.
the haunted house. Just make people walk through the kitchen just as it was, and that's
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
Oh no.
The hood would
And
probably
give them a
caught
scraper.
Get the scraper all the way
Grease
through.
off.
Scrape the grease that's been there for 40 years.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's terrible. We're both former kitchen managers, so
Yeah.
like all of that, and I
Oh, we
Yeah.
got pictures. So when you come, you'll see the before and afters.
Oh.
The fire marshal asked us to send him those pictures so
For
he
training.
can, for training purposes,
Oh.
the before and after.
Sad.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
And we have a friend who is in the food, what is that? The
food industry.
food industry, but he trains all the people that go out and inspect kitchens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can't find any record of you guys passing any of the food safety place. They erased them all when, because they were like, oh yeah,
It was bad.
it was just
bad.
no
It was bad.
record
It was bad.
of it. We're like, where are all the records?
Very cool.
No.
Very cool.
That's
That's
so bad,
disgusting.
man.
That's so
That's so
disgusting.
bad.
Now, I've seen some gnarly kitchens in my day. I've seen some rough ones.
Oh,
But I'm interested to see the
this
pictures of
was
this
rough.
one. So let's talk about the haunted attraction a little bit more tonight. Is Carnage Haunted House a touch haunt?
No.
No, I mean light brushing, something like that. Yeah, but no, we're not grabbing you.
We're not grabbing. There's no.
What age would you say is? I know it's always hard to appropriate. Parents know their kids, stuff like that. But what would you say is kind of the age appropriate level for Carnage Haunted House?
I mean that question's changed over the years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
people are a lot less sensitive than they used to be. So I've seen 12-year-olds come through and be fine, and 12-year-olds come through and they'll never be the same. So it just depends on the kid, I guess.
I like
Right.
it. I like it. I want to know what scares you three. What is the one thing that the people that are creating a haunted attraction and literally have dedicated their lives to scaring people? I'm always curious to hear what it is. What are you scared of? What is your biggest fear?
Failure.
Permitting.
Permitting.
Other than failure
like
and
it.
permitting, come on. I'm sure there's something out there that makes your skin crawl that doesn't deal with the government.
I mean, honestly, with me, would be little tiny spiders that you can't see. Big spiders, you can see them. The little ones, I'm kind of creeped out. I go into some nasty basements, but other than that, I mean, I'm learning to deal with it.
Okay.
I don't like heights.
Heights?
Yeah, I don't like heights.
All right. So
I'm fine with both of those. So I don't know.
I'm
Scared
good
of nothing.
with bugs, creepy crawlies and
Ah.
but
She's
Oh,
dealt
my
with
God.
she's dealt with the government way too much. They've broken her.
The government.
I'm numb.
She
afraid
is
of the
just
man.
she's just metal now.
Man.
She's just like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll take spiders and I'll eat them on a fucking mountain. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, never mind.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
I do
Well,
have a tarantula for a pet, so I guess I'm not sure.
yeah.
difficult.
That's
and we have a snake here at the haunt.
There's a
So
snake here at the haunt. And
so yeah. You are genuinely you're broken. You're not scared of anything.
You're right.
I'm definitely broken.
Cool.
Pleasantly broken.
So I know we got what's coming up this Friday and Saturday where people can get a sneak peek. But when does haunt season officially begin this year for Carnage? Do we know when that's going to start yet?
The for the haunt season will be September 17th. But we are doing one other pop-up date in August because there's a Friday the 13th in August.
Very
so
cool. Very
pass
cool.
that up.
I like it. I like
Um,
it.
We're gonna do a pop-up event that weekend.
it will be lights out.
Lights out.
I
I
love
love it.
lights out events.
That's so cool, man. This place isn't even had its first full season yet, and we're kicking things
The
off with
whole
the lights
the
out.
whole
tour.
haunt was designed and wired to be ready for lights out right from the get-go. So
Nice.
we already had it prepped and ready.
Very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like it. That is awesome. That is awesome. So August 13th, lights out event going down at
And 14th.
Carnage. And then we're starting September. I believe September 7th, right? Did I hear right?
17th.
17th.
17th. My apologies. I'm just trying to get them to start earlier so that they can get more sessions in.
Hi, John.
How long are we going to run? Are we going to run till October 30th? Are we going to do a little bit past Halloween.
November.
First
November.
weekend in November.
Very
But they'll
cool.
also be lights out.
Very cool. And do we know price of admission and stuff like that yet, or is that still waiting to be revealed?
What about the inflation on lumber?
$4,000 a ticket
Oh
to
well,
cover the
then
cost of
it'd be
plywood?
$100 a ticket. You know.
But no. For the September events, for the sneak peek, this weekend, are we doing the same for the blackout?
No, 20 for this weekend, $13 tickets for Friday the 13th, but limited tickets are being sold for the
Okay.
lights out. And then 25 for season.
Season.
Okay. Okay. And are people able to buy
And no Thursday, Fridays, different price or nothing. It's just 25, 20
Unless
this
you do
weekend.
VIP.
Unless you do VIP, and then there's a markup on that.
Right.
What's VIP get you?
To a shorter line.
That's big VIP right there.
That's
It
a
is.
happy place.
It
Fast
is. No,
Pass.
it
It does
is.
not. It does not get you in right first, but it gets you a lot closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and VIP is crucial at these things. I've been to a couple haunts that didn't offer it, and
It
I don't
changes
mean
the
to.
experience.
It makes me mad. It makes me mad when the option isn't there because I'm just like, I'll give you more money. I'm cool with it. I'll give you more
Right.
money if I don't have to wait 3 hours over there. Not that every haunt's got a 3-hour line or anything like that, but still, VIP, I love it. I love it. I think it should always.
Well, one thing
always be
you
an option.
unfortunately you have to notate is because people think when they buy VIP they should go right in.
No.
No,
And we had to actually put on the website, it gets you in faster,
Mhm.
not immediately.
and the difference in wait time is usually pretty extraordinary.
Well, and you miss out on a lot of places, and especially like the last time that we came with you guys. I know it's a different location, but I'm sure you still have a kick-ass queue line going on. You miss out on that if
It's
you're
all
not there
indoors.
It's
early.
all indoors.
Very
Nice.
cool.
We can hold more people and it's all indoors.
Yep.
Very cool. I like it. I like it. All right. Are people able to get tickets online right now to the sneak
Yeah,
peek event?
absolutely.
All right. Where do we
Just
go
for the
that?
sneak peek event, that's the only tickets that are live right now.
Okay.
But you can
And is that at the website?
click on our website.
Very cool.
It'll
very
guide
cool.
you to get tickets now.
We'll make sure that we get a link in there.
Jason Rhodes already got it.
Yeah, I'm sure Jason Rhodes has already put it in there a couple of times. So just make sure you click that link. Plenty of tickets still available, I'm assuming, for this Friday and Saturday, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, folks, I am very excited. I hope it would be very cool if we somehow made it up there this Friday or Saturday. I doubt it, but
It won't be
August.
Friday, but it'd be Saturday if we could.
August is a possibility.
Yeah.
August is a possibility, and we will definitely be up there once haunt season is full tilt. You guys were on our list last year, and I know crap happened. Crap happened, and I get it. I'm so sorry it happened to you guys. I really
Yeah.
am, because I was very stoked. I can't tell you how impressed I was with the haunt when we went through it in 2019. It was a genuine blast. I loved the rat out front that we had on the Greedy Gus. He is amazing. Greedy Gus is still around, right? He's still going to be there. Correct. We haven't.
Yes.
he didn't get
No,
left at the old-
absolutely.
Okay, I was going to say, if he got left at the old haunt, I'm going to be super disappointed if he's just wandering around the old haunt.
He better show up. He's our makeup artist.
So no, he's a very cool person. We got to talk to him a little bit. Amazing individual behind the rat. So very excited to be able to do that. Very excited to come up and see you guys. Thank you all so much for talking with us a little bit tonight and letting us get to feel some excitement about haunt season coming back a little more full tilt this year than what it was last year. And very, very excited to come up and see you guys this
A lot
year.
more than last year.
A lot more,
Yeah, a lot
absolutely.
more.
A lot more than last
Last
year.
year was 0.
And we're even more excited to see these pictures of this infamous kitchen.
I know.
That is apparently a train wreck of a nightmare of a kitchen to have to deal with and have
Won't
to clean.
scare you before you walk in.
It probably, I don't know, man. I've seen some gnarly ones.
One moment while I send you a messenger picture.
Oh goodness.
Gracious. Okay. All right.
Oh goodness.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
I gotta look for it real quick. Hang on, I know exactly where it's at. If I can find it in my folder. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
You didn't have this up?
Hush.
I'm definitely not going to get judgy because I was.
Dude.
All right, we're gonna send the before right
Oh,
now.
here you go.
This is the before.
You ain't taking away my option to view either. Scat. Scat cat.
And then this will be the after.
There they are. I can't. Oh, man, I can't click on them right now though. If I click on them, they go away.
They go away.
They go away. We'll have to look at them after the show. We'll have to
You'll-
look at them after the
You'll
show.
have to look.
Y'all no, we will.
Oh,
we
we'll
will.
definitely
It
look
popped
at
up.
it.
I just I can see like a very
The
small
kitchen
image of
manager
it.
and me needs to see these pictures.
Yeah, no, absolutely. As soon as we go off air here, we're gonna check them out here in just a second. But number one, hey, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us tonight and talking about Carnage. I appreciate the hell out of it. Thank you for dealing with what was a rough start. Very
We know
rough
Google
start.
works now.
We kind of know Google Works now. This was not. I'm not happy with my performance this evening, to be honest. But anyways, thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight and talking about Carnage a little bit. We very much look forward to seeing you all. If not in August, definitely in September. Thank you all so much. Everybody out there watching, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Remember, Trivia Tuesday happens tomorrow night at 9:30. Frighteningly Metal is Wednesday night with Nova Omega, and then Sunday night CFX Effects, will be hanging out with Nick on Science Behind the Scare. That's it for us this evening. You all have an amazing night. And
Thank you.
Thank
you
you,
too.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Hey,